A wonderful greetings to each and everyone. I believe we are all doing well. Today, I would like to talk about one particular point, which is the main reason why most of our youth are still single. Most of our youth are at their youthful age for marriage, yet there's a bit of delay. There's still a bit of procrastination concerning marriages and co. Though we are spiritually inclined, but at the end of the day, the physical also matters. And so today I would want to talk specifically about the physical things that goes on in the church that affect our youth and their marriage issues. One particular thing that I have come to realize is that it doesn't take your spirituality to make marriage successful. It doesn't take your spirituality to be able to get what you want when it comes to the things of marriage. And I want us to be very careful about that. You can meet a woman who is very inclined spiritually, who is very prayerful, who loves the things of the Lord and is still active when it comes to prayer warriors meetings, when it comes to the choir, when it comes to the youth, when it comes to the things of the Spirit. She's always involved. But the question is she involved after church? Is she involved after services? Is she involved when it comes to friendship? Is she involved when it comes to relationship? Being spiritual, being prayerful doesn't mean that you will have a successful relationship. Because even if you have been crowned as a prince or a king of prayer, you still need to come to that level that reaches to the satisfying level of marriage. And so we tend to think that because there are ladies in the church who are very prayerful, their marriages are going to be beautiful and they are going to easily be grabbed. They are going to be grabbed easily by men for marriages. But that is not true. Because we have a couple of our sisters who are very prayerful at church, yet when they come out from the service, when they come out from church, they are very aggressive. They show bad attitude. They show their words when it comes to presentation, when it comes to speaking to men, are very dirty. And sister, being spiritual and being prayerful doesn't mean that any man will grab you if you have a bad attitude. You cannot be prayerful in the church and then after church, you speak to men the way you want. You speak to friends the way you want. In fact, sometimes in the taxi, sometimes in the trotro, in the cabs, you realize that their words are very bad. But going in or investigating about that particular person, they are people who are always in service. They are people who are very close to our spiritual fathers. They are people who are always active at church. Yet, what is the problem? That means they are not easily approachable. They are not easily interactive, because the little interactions you have with them, there's going to be a word that they may throw, which is abusive, which is disrespectful, which doesn't represent who they are. And so I believe that if we come to realize that being spiritual doesn't concern anything concerning marriage. In fact, it can make a marriage successful, but you need 80% of your attitude. You need 80% of representation. You need 80% of being respectful, being responsible, being humble, and being very careful to your partner. It's not only about you. It gets to a point where they are selective. Apart from being selective, it's like they take everything to be spiritual. The man they meet, they want the man to, it should be a must for the man to be prayerful. Sister, we are not created the same. We are not the same. We are not in the same category. And so when I approach you and I tell you I'm in love with you, I want to marry you, please humble yourself. If you think you cannot deal with that words, speak to a spiritual father, consult an elder, let them know for them to help you. Don't bring bad attitude to us. Don't show us bad attitude. So everyone will be clapping for you. This sister is very spiritual. This sister is very prayerful. This sister is very calm. She's that. But after church, you are that abusive lady. You are that disrespectful lady. You are that lady who thinks she's all. Who thinks she's so beautiful. Who thinks she carries all. My sister, you are going to take long in the church if you don't humble yourself. If you are not careful, you are the one who will be ministering at every point in time, every wedding that we'll be having in the church. You are the one who will be ministering, and we will be carrying the ladies around. We'll be carrying them out of the church. and you will be the one who will be ministering and doing open prayer for us. So be careful and be mindful of your attitude.